Okay, hello viewers to one of my first videos that I've actually edited, and sorry it took a couple of days longer than what I posted up. I was just getting to grips and grasps with things on it, but here we are now. My channel is The Fried Egg, but people call me well, I'm known as online as A Fried Egg. However, my real name, first one, is Corey, which you'll probably hear a lot of my mates throughout videos. But here we go. We'll get started into this in this race now. This is the Monza track with the LMPs. I don't think this one, to be honest with you, I recorded these a couple of days ago, chopped them together, did everything that I thought was necessary to make it look good, but we got what we got now. Yeah, that erratic driving for 2 seconds there.
Green flag.
I'll get a penalty for it, so I have to do a drive-through penalty at some point, well, within 5 laps of the race. But here we go. I started in 10th, I believe, but I chopped through to really tightly there, but I decided to just go out there, let a few people pass. That I did pass illegally. There we go, we're on to the first straight, pretty well, second straight pretty much, onto the chicane, and the guys in front they're good on their exits. I'll still need to learn a bit for my exits, but they are fast. He has a bit of a wiggle, and then I don't know really what happened there. You can throw your opinions in the comment section below, but it's a hard one because I feel like he turned it to me, but I did hold up my hands and say sorry at the end of the race to him if it was my fault. Anyway, here we go, we're on another straight. Well, the last straight until we go to this oddly weird, I don't know what people call it, but a massive hairpin, I don't know. But right, we just skipped to end of lap 5. Obviously I'm not showing you the whole race because it'd be quite boring to see potentially me just racing on my own. So here I've got obviously my drive-through penalty that I have to take.
That time was a 1:47.79.
And we come out with P9 right behind us. I'm not even going to attempt to say his name. Capu Stappen. You know, I'm pretty sure that was right, but yeah, we come out he comes out just behind us, so I'm going to try and pull off as much as I can so we can stay out of my slipstream through the big long straights. as you can see to the left of the screen, if you didn't notice, someone's disqualified from the race. He sounds moaning that the game's bugged, but I don't know. You don't just get the things I've been disqualified for is rolling backwards on the track, but that's the only thing that I know you can get disqualified for, and completely ignoring rules. Then he goes on to say he does not like it. So we're here on the end of lap 8, going on to lap 9, and
lap 1,
to be honest, this lap, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, it ends in a disaster. All I'll say is just find out for yourself. Sorry as well about the quality of the video. I do not know why it's ended up going as 1080p4, but bear with me and I will get the next video up in 2K for you guys, or even 4K. But as we proceed around that chicane and go around these two, I would say fast turns, if you get them right you can absolutely swing round them, especially this one with the little bit of camber in the road. There we go. As you can see on the relative, there's two people in the road. Right in the middle. I didn't see them until I was coming up. I thought they were going to move, and I had no choice. So, bit of a twins out. So I was trying to look behind me, but I didn't want to waste any time, so I just bolted off. And then went to call them idios equal, but ended up correcting it and called them idiots. One of them actually decides to stay in the road for some apparent reason.
Having a chat.
Someone's a bit angry there. And that was ignore that. It was just one of my mates talking. Did swear I took that out, but sorry guys. But I was just saying about like them two people in the road, and he was like, what were they sitting there having a chat? Throughout the rest of this race, I have Cloette P9 on my rear for most of the race. Most of the race, yeah. But I should rephrase that a different way. But as you've seen, the guy on the left, one that was stuck out the road, he's still there. But at this point now in the race, now we just skip to it. I believe it's the last lap after this, but the game can be a bit weird sometimes, so I'm going to say it's the last 2 laps that we're on now.
Lap 141.78.
So it's 1 lap to go, but never believe that, because I've actually stopped after a race. Not after a race, sorry, stopped before the race, even though it said 1 lap to go prior to that. as soon as you catch my drift, I'm just going to end up butchering my words there, but yeah, I ended up stopping, but I should have checked for the checkered flag. That does pop up on your screen, but I was a bit silly, but I do check now. I do think if I had a little bit more time, I would have been able to catch up with Koch or Koth P7. But there was only so much I could do in this race. I did race hard. I did race a good race. I'm not going to lie, it was a good race. People were very patient and not bumping into you for once in this race.
Lap 141.69.
So as you can see there, it does say another lap, so I did keep an eye on it, so I just kept my foot down going for it. I'll just leave this lap for you guys without me talking. Finish in PA. But on to the next race now. This one is
Formation
the
lap
one
has started.
I left it till last. This is the last race I'm showing you guys. Well, it's the longest one that obviously I had because it's got a lot of good things going on in it, and I drive astonishingly well. I feel like I do. I've got the racing lineup, but not for braking, nothing like that. I've only got it there so I can see if I could take a line wider than what I should be able to. It's just a bit experimenting really, that's what I've got it there for. I used to have it there for braking, but I've used the braking markers now for a lot of it. But T1 here, we survived. Usually that is a big mess. Like this guy, he didn't really give me much space there, so I would have ran onto the grass. I gave him a bit of space there, but we're both nearly get a bit of contact there. We come up to this weird little loop round. Come down this straight we do now with this. I'm not even going to attempt to say this Frenchman's name, but P3. We're in P4 now. from I believe P5, so not that much really, much difference, but we're pushing as hard as we can in this race really. We're coming on to the final corner, and I got a bit scared there, I'm not gonna lie, about putting my foot down, because that corner seems to bob you a bit and then you end up swooping off. Do not know what I was doing there, but I was doing something. So the two people up front are about to fight, I believe. Clover just lets him through. So now Clover's in the back, in the third position now. Me and him and now we are going to have a battle for the rest of the race, I'm going to say, until something catastrophic happens to him further in the race. Not by me, but you guys will see the horror unfold. All I'll say is back markers. But now I made the overtake from Clover. He's going to be with me now for the majority of this race. He is a fast driver, he just made a little bit of a mistake up there. But he helps me out a lot on this straight. I'm gonna say in like a couple of laps he does it, I'm not too sure. But we'll carry on going. I'm gonna it does eventually skip and we'll go to the end of lap 5. I believe there are more coming up eventually, I don't know. There is a lot of conflict in this game between two people, and Libertini, I don't know how to say his name, Al, but him and that Donny in 5th place, they have a bit of a, they don't like each other, let's put it that way. Well, we're on gonna say the second straight of the race, where it comes to this weird little chicane. I'm right behind, not quite in the slipstream yet, but I'm getting there. I make a weird little judgment call there, have a bit of a wiggle, but I managed to save myself and crack on with the race. I'm flashing my lights here, apologising to Clover, because I feel like I got in his way a little bit. And I end up writing in the chat to him in a second, right now, saying sorry, obviously. You could see P1 in front, going defensive now. We skipped to the end of not P5, lap 5. And at this point, I didn't have a clue why he was going into the pits. We'll talk about that in a second. I'll go defensive from this Clover and managed to keep the position. But I did check the replay beforehand. I should add replays into here. Just need to find a good way how to link them up so it's in time with my content for you guys. But he actually had a drive-through penalty from the beginning of the race, which was quite I didn't see him do anything at the beginning, to be fair, so he might have just... Because I know you do get a drive-through penalty if you do speed up a little bit. It tells you to slow down and you just slam on your brakes. It just gives you a penalty for that. Like it gives you stupid penalties on this game. Even obviously if you go off just a little bit, it'll give you a 0.5. Like it doesn't give you penalties if you do go off. It just gives you points until you get up to 3 in a race. If you get 3 in a race, you have to do a drive-through. And I believe if you do it again, you get black flag. I keep going defensive on this straight, as you see, just to make sure I can stay in second place. There's very little games I have in this, well, races I have in this game, sorry, that have a good race, because you always seem to get taken out by people on T1. Either they forget that they've got cold tyres, or they're just not using their brakes. Like I've got a clip, I do want to turn into a short, and it's a full-on clip where I have recorded it, but you see the bloke, he drives right into T1 off the starting grid, but he doesn't use his brakes until he's hit his first victim. He did start going all defensive, going, oh well, I did use my brake and it weren't working, until we all watched the replay. Even from my perspective, like, so I was right behind, well, I was behind him to the right a little bit, but you could, it was horrendous. But you will see that eventually in a couple of days, hopefully. But here I'll leave you with the... I ask him for a bump drive for the next lap. But obviously, I just can't quite get to Sarah. He's on his own, clean air, and he's just managing to pull away so quickly. Just on the exits, he's really good. As I said as well, that me and Clover are still fighting each other. But pay close attention to that Donne character that I said about for this race. If you remembered that I said there was a race beef in here. So you'll see. I always have this relative up, especially the one up there, because this one tells me, the one on the bottom left tells me if 15th is coming down, like if I've got a black marker coming, so I know if it's an actual player that I can pass or go defensive again. But I totally forgot, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I totally forgot I asked him for a bump drive. But I was like, why is he wiggling like that? He comes right behind me, bumps me. I move out the way, but then I flick my lights because I instantly remember why I said that. But it didn't do much. It weren't on this track anyway. But as I said about that relative, have a look at them. You can see Lovatini in the picture now. I don't know what he's doing. He's not broke in the game, because I did watch it. He went in the pits and that. He's just waiting. That's all he is doing. I'm really trying my hardest to keep Clover behind me, because I didn't want him. Obviously, no one wants themselves being overtook. So I'll just try my hardest with the whole lot of it. So we're coming onto the straight now, and we've got Donne 2.7 seconds behind us. Clover 0.3.
Lap 141.18.
Lobertini right in front of us, back marker. So he's looking for revenge, that Lobertini. I turn, goes into me, tries to take me out. Keep looking in the rear view mirror. He takes out that Clover and then takes out Donne. And his excuse for it is just, it's stupid. Like, you have no need to do stuff like that at all. But he's just ruined Clover's race. He was doing very good. At this point though, I just seen P15. So I thought it was Pell throughout the race, and I said to I did say to people if they needed, no, I started going Pell. What was the reason for that? Going all like, I wasn't shouting. I was just, what was the reason, mate? But I do watch the replay first on everything. I did apologise to him, but if he didn't get it, and you are watching this eventually, Hell, I am sorry for blaming you, mate. But his excuse was he ruined my race. He needed revenge. That was Lobertini's. It was his. I don't know how to say about that, but it's his way of getting revenge, which is stupid. Don't do that. Right, if he ruined your race, just quit the race and don't ruin it for anyone else, or just finish your race on your own and report him at the end of it. Like, if he actually did something, he'll get banned, wouldn't he? So. But we're on the, I believe this is the final lap now. Or as I say, you know what it's like. It tends to say 1 lap to go. But you've got another lap after that. But we're coming through the weird little windy roads to the end. I need to learn these names of these corners and everything like that. And then we come to the last corner of the race. I don't think it's the last corner now, obviously. It is the last corner, but not for the race. So at this point, I'm just thinking to myself, right, P2 will stay here. This is nice. Don't make any mistakes. Just drive. Don't drive at to your full pace. Just take it slow. I see a tyre in the road for some reason, probably from the previous battle before. I got excited for that yellow flag. I thought it was P1 actually spinning out. And again, Lovatini is still waiting for Donne. Stupid. Have no reason to, but let him be pathetic in his own little way. But here I'm thinking, yes, settle for P2. I'm just racing nice and slow, like I said. Well, not slow, at an average pace. But we come to the final corner of the race, as I keep saying to you guys, and at this point I didn't know, but if you look on the top left, or bottom left, you can see Sarah has actually slowed down and I've got P1. So what a race that was. Like, get in there. I was loving myself. I was absolutely like overjoyed with this race for coming P1. I had my suspicions that he ran out of fuel. He ran out of fuel. Indeed he did. Which obviously he clarifies there to us. But that was it for the races. So here is everybody's obviously little chat. The screen flickers weirdly like that for some reason. Like every time you're in a pause menu. Guy's spelling my middle name wrong. But I did say to him nicely that I would have pushed him to P1 because he was driving a really nice, consistent race. He was really good with everything. But here is my driver rank, not that great. I keep getting taken out, but it's progressing. But this is how it went in the race. This is basically how I did in the race, essentially. But didn't do too bad. Got a 4.5%, 20.8, but that's now gone after the races I've had tonight, which you guys would probably see. It's when I make a few more videos for you guys, because I do enjoy this. So if you do enjoy the content, guys, please let me know in the comment section down below. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a lot. And see you on the next one.